Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and all you weirdos in the middle, welcome to Outdoors with Unc, where we bring you 2016 YouTube vibes. None of that overly polished stuff, just a guy with the camera having a good time. Today we're here on the lake, and our plan is pretty simple. One, it's about supper time here in the Pacific Northwest, and we got some of the hot links. Yeah, Hemplers smoked style hot links. These things are great. Plan is to just get the stove going here. Beautiful day here in the Pacific Northwest. It's about 60 degrees, light 20-mile-an-hour breeze. I'm hoping to fire up my little wood stove. Sun's going down, wind kind of calmed down a little bit. But my plan is to get this guy going. We also got fishing rod with us. Got a little bit of old school bait. We'll get that going here in a minute. Step one, get the fire going. Do I really need a fire only to cook hot dogs? I wouldn't say it's overly cold out, but it's more for a vibe. If anything else, fishing is always better with the vibe. We got some pretty dead wood here. Get our kindling in there. Got some cardboard from our Amazon packages, because I swear to God, we get more crap from Amazon, and I say we, but it's my other half. Not to complain. You know, morale's kind of low. Hey, shout out to everybody in the chat. Just getting going here. If you're getting here, welcome to my backyard pond. We'll do some fishing in a minute. But the plan is to get the stove going. We got some hot dogs that we're gonna cook up. Get a line in the water. Catch some perch probably. Maybe a trout, maybe a largemouth. Sky's the limit. You know, a pretty cloudy day here in the Pacific Northwest. I would shout you out if I could pronounce your name. Let me get a little closer. Isaiah? Isaiah? Am I close? Sorry, I went to public school. And my pronunciation and, you know, that really makes me sound bad. I can read and write pretty well. I just can't pronounce people's names a lot of the time, especially if it's a little bit of a foreign language, and I'm not trying to create no problems. I hope everybody's having a great Saturday. You know, my morale's kind of down. I've been stuck in the Pacific Northwest gloom. Seems like the rest of the country is under some kind of massive heat wave, and I haven't had a day above summer or a day above 70 degrees all summer long, so. But that's all right. We'll get this fire going. We'll get a line out in the water. Hopefully we can catch some fish. This is a little old person hack, but if you take some of the ash from the fire and rub it on your glass that you're trying to clean, it'll really clean out your window. Just getting it going. Super simple setup. We got a bobber. We got some night crawlers. And we'll throw it out there and see what we can get. My backyard pond itself is nothing too crazy. It's about 10 acres. It's got trout, it's got largemouth bass, and seems like lately we've had an abundance of yellow perch. And I probably should have waited until after dinner. But let's throw this out. Dirty hands and all. And see if we can't get it fishing. Super simple combo, nothing fancy, just a little 5-foot. I'm gonna call it a Walmart rod. About 25, maybe 30 yards off the bank, sitting in about 8 foot of water. You can keep an eye on that. Nice little breeze. It'd probably, yeah. You know, we don't have real dry kindling, but we have dry enough. Trying to keep an eye on my bobber. Once we get it going, you know, these small camp stoves are kind of cool. The only real problem with them is you gotta chop your wood small, like 12 inches. Like the firebox is like 14. I like to keep them right at 14. I got a bunch of wood already pre-cut. Rusty, good to see you, man. We're doing hot links, followed by heartburn and a little bit of fishing. But man, these hot links, no sponsorship, but if you're in spicy food, they are phenomenal. I am a sucker for a hot link, even if I'm at that age where I will surely regret it later on. To answer your question, no, this isn't a smoker. This is just a little wood stove. I use it for camping. I use it for cooking. I put it in my hot tent. It's just really easy to use when I'm well, one, when I want to cook dinner, or two, when I want a fire, but the outside conditions, such as wind, aren't really optimal for that. It's just all around vibe is what I'm using it for. I am gonna cook on it. This thing has definitely been put through its paces. Got a line out looking for perch. Got Brett, good to see you. Isaiah, good to see you as well, bro. It's not a smoker, it's a wood stove. Sorry trying to walk and chew gum, but you know, morale's been down. I love where I live, don't get me wrong, it's beautiful, but it's 60 degrees. We got 30-mile-an-hour winds and it's been raining. And I'll try not to pollute the lake there. It's just down, man. You know, I live in a real rural area, and it gets repetitive, you know, and I just can't find the I just like one day of summer, not to bitch too much because I know nobody really give a damn, but one day above 70 degrees where I don't have to wear a heavy coat would be pretty nice. So I'm getting out here, fishing and fire until morale improves, right? I appreciate everybody tagging along. We had a worm and a bobber. We might switch it up. They were hitting pretty hard on top water. But if we can get a nice little yellow perch, got our kindling going pretty good. We'll start feeding it a little bit larger logs. This is just wood I stole from a beaver dam last time I was up there, but it was perfect. I mean, you can even see where they like gnawed it off. That's not Nax, that's beaver gnawed and stolen. So I think we're gonna close this up. I think we're gonna pop this top off. Ta-da! I think we're gonna find us a stick. Also, ta-da! We're gonna put our little hot dog on there and we're gonna roast that son of a gun. Wisecrackler. No, I'm in Washington State, man. I know it looks like Alaska or someplace super cold. It's not real cold. No cap, it's probably about 60 degrees, which happens to be our high, but it'll probably be our low too. And we've been stuck here for like a month. I live in Washington State, out on the coast, right next to the Pacific Ocean. And not in love with the weather lately. But we're out here fishing, lighting on a little fire, and yeah, having a good time, man. I got these hot links by this brand. So I mean, we ain't eating like bar 5 hot dogs. We got Hemplers. It's probably backwards, but wow, chat's going really good. Do I do any commercial fishing? No, man, I'm kind of an old man now. The only thing I do that comes close to like a commercial scale would be crabbing. I do quite a bit of, see, that's that wind, sorry. I'll try to get you guys a little bit of weight. But the only thing I do on a large scale is we'll get 10, 15 guys in a boat, and we'll go pull 300 or 400 Dungeness crabs. Limit is 15 per person where I'm at. So you get, you know, a few guys on a boat together. I'm gonna need a skinnier stick. Damn it, why am I never prepared? Yeah, no, I'm gonna grab a skinny stick. I'll be right back. I appreciate the I don't look old comment. No alligators. As far as like predators go, no, man, ain't nothing in there gonna hurt me. I mean, I guess if we got like a pissed off bald eagle or something. Wisecracker. Let me grab a stick so I can eat this hot dog, because like I'm gonna get hangry and like that's not a great look. Don't go anywhere, hang out. We're just getting this party started. Happy to have everybody here. Give me 2 seconds. Maybe we don't even have to go that far. Nope, I lied. We have to move. No! I mean, did we find what we needed? No. Are we gonna just try to break down a stick? Probably. I found like this metal rod and I'm like, oh, that'll work great. But chances are it might not. You're like, Unc, why don't you whittle it? Because I was only half prepared. I think we'll break this off. I think we can work this out. I mean, cannibal spear. Sorry, I'm trying to do my best to keep up with chat. Whoever said they have this stove on Amazon, or they bought it, it was like $100. Yeah, I think it was like 120 when I bought it. And it's been a pretty good little stove. My only gripe is that it's not stainless steel. It's I can't remember, some kind of alloy. And where I live, that means it rusts like crazy. I mean, if like I said, the ocean's about a mile behind me. So if you look at something out here wrong, it for sure rusts. And it's a problem. So I wish I would have spent a couple extra bucks and gotten something that was truly stainless. I've sanded it down. I've repainted it. I think I might go with like an enamel paint, which would be a completely different vibe. But it does. It really does beat having... I mean, all my smoke's coming at... Well, I got the top open because I'm fixing to roast a hot dog, hopefully. But... yeah, we split it. But I think we're getting there. I'm going to let that kick up just a second. I'm going to check on my fishing line because I can't see it. Wind's kicking up. Hopefully my audio's all right. I got the fancy mic on today. We're out there, probably 10, 15 feet of water, lots of chop, lots of breeze. Might start raining, but I'm fingers crossed, hoping for the best. I mean, the only thing left to do is cook some wieners. I wish my stick was a little longer. Choices in life, right? I want to kind of cook off that stick a little bit, make sure it's somewhat clean. That's one mutilated hot dog. But, come on. Self-cooking hot dog stick? I mean, does life get any better than that? Fisherman, Bigfoot stories. One thing at a time. Man, I don't have a knife on me. The house is only like 10 yards that way. This was kind of just like an impromptu live, and I know that sounds like a cheesy excuse, but it's what happened. And Bigfoot stories. All right, so you can't live in Washington or the Pacific Northwest without having a Bigfoot story. Do I think Bigfoot is a real thing? Probably not, man. You know, my grandmother swore that she saw Bigfoot by like the woodshed one time, right? I was a kid growing up on this 50-acre farm out in the middle of nowhere. And it was probably, I don't know, nighttime. You know, I know what I'm saying. I don't want to make up something, but it was nighttime. And I was at my grandma's house, and she started screaming like crazy. And I couldn't, so, you know, I get up and I go out and I said, what the hell's going on, you know? And here's my grandmother in the living room, and my grandpa's coming out, and he's got like this lever action 22. And I'm like, what's going on? You know, I'm a youngster, probably 8 or 9. And she's just screaming like hell, and she's like, there's a Bigfoot out there, there's a Bigfoot out there. And, you know, she's like, there's something moving by the woodshed. Yeah, and just starts going on about something moving by the woodshed. And I didn't see nothing. I did hear like a loud crash. You know, from that area, there was something over there for sure. But that's it, man. Sorry it wasn't a better story. Went out there the next morning, a bunch of stuff was knocked over. But I mean, that could have been a cow, that could have been a coyote, that could have been anything. Shout out to everybody. I'll pull up the full chat. Hey, hope everybody is having a wonderful Saturday. We are roasting hot dogs slowly, kinda. Hoping it don't rain, which it probably will. But that's all right. We're having a good time with it. No complaints. Got that hot dog going low and slow. Got our bobber out there. Expecting some yellow perch. If once I get a little food in me and I'm not so hangry, we'll really start cranking out the we got other lures, we got other things we can do. The step right now is get some food. Unc is hungry. Partner's out of town for the weekend, so it's just bachelor lifestyle. Hope everybody's having a good week, good weekend. Ah, man, everybody knows Bigfoots are attracted to peanut butter. So if you're looking for a Bigfoot, this is a Pacific Northwest secret. You gotta put on like a swimsuit, like a leopard thong. Cover yourself in peanut butter and just start wandering around thick forest. If you don't have any peanut butter, they also really like Axe body spray. Axe body spray is known to arouse Bigfoot, so you got to be careful. But those are your two go-to methods. Wisecracker, what were you fishing for? What are you fishing for out there in Tennessee? And for bait, I just got worms on, man. Just a super simple night crawler, bobber, probably 9-10 foot of water, 3-foot dropper. We can get more serious in a minute. As the sun starts going down, maybe we'll throw some top water. I picked up a pretty good size bass the other day. My pond connects to a larger pond. Well, normally it does. Right now it's kind of blocked off by some beavers. And I was up fishing this water I never fished before. I don't know, last weekend or so. And was throwing a little Rapala popper around and picked up a pretty good size. I think at the time, all right, I know it's YouTube and you can say whatever the hell you want to say. And I think at the time I called it a 3-pounder, but I watched that video back and I think I'm full of crap. I think I was excited at the time. We don't get a lot of big fish in the backyard pond here, mainly because we don't have the space. It gets overcrowded. And if you want a real big, 8-pound bass, it takes time to grow them. And we don't have the right conditions for it. So I caught, and I'm still sticking with the fact it was my PB, but he was closer to 2 than he was 3. And I felt guilty about it the whole time. If you were watching the live and you're like, there's no way in hell that's a 3-pounder. But, I just felt good. It was just caught up in the moment. No, man. I appreciate you hanging out if you have time. Like I said, I was just doing some bass fishing. Caught one live, new PB for the backyard pond, and I might have exaggerated just a wee bit, but I felt guilty about it. I ain't here to tell old fishing stories fine as long as they're remotely true, Our sausage split. But that's all right. I bet it tastes good. These things are like muy caliente, though. Like, they are super spicy hot links, not just the average. I was expecting a lot more flames out the top since I popped the top off. You know what kind of makes me happy? I got a little neighbor kid. And he just turned 9, and for his birthday, he bought like a 110. And this is like an 80s kid. He was definitely just turned 10, obviously. He's like Gen Alpha or something, I don't know. No, whatever was after Alpha. And he got this little 110 dirt bike, and I see him riding around all the time. And his parents are on drugs, so like they don't watch him. They just got him this motorcycle, and he's like completely unsupervised. So I see him like kayaking or canoeing out in the lake all the time, riding this 110 around with like no helmet. Yeah, speaking of hot dogs, I bet mine's going to show up here in a second. But yeah, really. Ooh, we're on. We're not paying attention and we're on. Or we just missed it. Damn it, we just missed it. We're talking about neighborhood delinquents. And it's a real dirt bike. It's not one of those like e-motor Surons. We had a pretty good takedown there. Had I been paying attention on my bobber. Oh, we got to get our hot dog back to where it's roasting. It looks delightfully like a OnlyFans hot dog now. We missed. We telling stories. We cooking hot dogs. We missed that fish bite. Makes me a little sad. You say you're from Missouri? Isn't that like the show me state? Yeah, I'll retract my comment. He's not a, I mean, okay, in today's society, sure, riding your little dirt bike up and down the street would probably make you a delinquent, especially since most part I live in like a nursing home, like our first bite. You know what that tastes like? It tastes like fucking happiness, right? The little things. Like, don't get me wrong, my wife's a hell of a cook, right? Throw together some kind of filet mignon, New York steak, weird mushroom Alfredo, whatever you want, she can make it. But this hot dog, right now, fucking fire, bro. Isn't that like Missouri's slogan is? Like, the show me? Or is that Missouri? I think I might be mixing up my M's. Hi, Gru. All right, now it's a party. Got our chihuahua. Got our hot dog. We got our half-cooked hot dog where it's burnt on the outside and frozen in the middle. You can't have it, it's too hot. Yeah, $8 coffees and stuff. I ain't putting her down. And let's not lie. Those $8 like caramel macchiatos or like cold pressed blended chai lattes are fucking delicious. Let's not act like they're not. You know, being a Navy sailor, I was convinced the longest time if I added cream or sugar to my coffee, I would somehow become transgender. And now that I'm a little bit older, like, ain't nothing wrong with a little French vanilla, bro. Yeah, it's a good one. This brand is Hemplers. And they're naturally smoked, flavor added. I don't know, but they're good, man. We're not talking like a bar 5 hot dog. We're talking like a good brat, like that. I don't even know where my mic is. Sorry, I'm not trying to turn this into like a mukbang or anything, but it's spicy though. Sorry, Alan. I don't know if you're from. This is just how I talk, man. Like, you know, that's if you're in the Navy culture in like the early 2000s and you added cream and sugar, I tried to clean that story up compared to what like I was really gonna say. Like, I don't know, man. Can't have any, you'll die. No. We're even fishing? Where's our bobber? Our bobber's underwater. We're bullshitting. Ah. Oh, we might got something. Don't feel big if it's something there. Oh, there's something there. What do we got? We got dinner. That's what we got. Back. Damn heathen. Yellow perch. All right. Party's getting started. He ain't very big, but he's these things are actually one of my favorite fish to eat at the backyard pond. Beautiful yellow perch. Look at that guy. Yellow perch. Name him Hempler. Back you go, Hemp. All right, one down. Not a walleye. Yeah, Alan, French vanilla, man. Just a little bit of French vanilla. I like hazelnut too. It's just, I'm a creature of habit. You know? You can't have those. You can't. Oh. I would have cooked you that fish. I'll clean up some of this garbage. We'll get a new worm on there. And get rebaited and thrown out. Ooh. Damn, I wasn't planning on all that. This is what happens when you can't tie a knot. Our hook is probably living in that perch somewhere. You can grab a hook. I gotta go feed my dog. I will be right back. If you, yeah, see, I can't do that sweet cream, that like Italian stuff. You know, my wife will do like the pumpkin and whatever. She's a big pumpkin spice fan. What do you want? Middle-aged white lady, right? But I'm gonna go feed the dog, so she ain't trying to bother me. I'm gonna grab a different rod or a new hook, get baited up. Sorry to run off, but if you name a song real quick, I will sing it to you guys live. Well, while I'm doing all that. Just kidding, I'm not going to. Unless you can do it in 5, 4, 3. Name a song. No? Alright, thank God. Alright, I gotta feed this thing. Sorry, I forget. Give me 2 seconds. Make sure the nothing burns down. I'm actually gonna grab another rod. I got a topwater popper Rapala. RuPaul? Are we talking about drag? Good thing about being old is I have like 100 fishing ready to fish at all times. I mean, we could get Buck Mama Wild and break out the fly rod. Just kidding. Fly rods are for decoration and people who drive Toyota Priuses. Like, if you show up to the fishing spot with a fly rod, you definitely fish for trout. Talk about how beautiful they are and have never cooked a fish in a life. I mean, you probably eat granola and yeah, you're vegan. If you show up to a fishing area with a fly rod, 1, you got there in a Prius. 2, you eat granola. And 3, you're probably a vegan. I'm just saying. Like, we're going through some wood today, though. That's all right. What the hell? We're in for a penny, we're in for a pound, right? Guess who just burnt their fingertips? Me. Alright, this rod is going to be the Perch killer. This is nothing fancy, but I did just upgrade my reel not that long ago. Oh, Daiwa Sweep Fire. Man, I cannot say enough nice things about this. I use... You know, I'm going to start sounding like a sponsorship, but no, it's a pretty good little reel. Lisa Faye. Am I saying that right? Lisa Faye? Hey, shout out to you. Hope you're having a wonderful Saturday. Doing a little bit of fishing. Just cooked up a hot dog. Might cook up another one. I got the munchies myself. We'll see. As the sun starts going down, I will maybe throw a top water. We already caught one fish. A little yellow perch. I'm gonna throw it out, see if I can't get a repeat going on that. Wood stove just got stocked. Fishing and fire until morale improves. Oof. That wood ain't as dry as I would expect. I can hear the sizzle. It's, I think it's about time for another hot dog. What do y'all think? 110 in Iowa. Grass is always greener, my friend. You know, I've been kind of feeling down because it's been about 60 degrees and raining. I live in the Pacific Northwest, right on the Washington State coast. The ocean's about a mile that way. There's a big old bay about a mile that way, and I'm on a little sandbar in the middle with the pond in between us. And we haven't had one day this summer above 70 degrees. I don't think we've even made it to 65. Occasionally the clouds will burn off and it'll feel pretty warm. But it's supposed 90% rain tomorrow, rained all this morning. And I would kill for a little day above 70. It's a little hard on morale, so. But this is a nice spot. This is my backyard pond. It's 8 acres. There's a couple other houses I share it with. But it connects into a state forest and into a larger lake. Oh, a couple miles, I'm going to say north, because that's how I give directions. North, south, west, east. And I know it looks backwards on whatever camera it is, but that's in relevance to me. And I complain about the weather a little bit, but to be honest, I do feel pretty lucky to live where I live. Lived in the suburbs, working a 9-to-5 that I hated. Me and my wife were never going to be able to afford a home because we were spending all of our money on rent, because rent was an arm and a leg. So we took a chance and moved out here about 6 years ago, and never looked back. Don't regret it a bit, to be honest with you. I do miss the luxury of fast food occasionally and a store open past 9 o'clock. As far as fish in the backyard pond, we got largemouth bass, we have yellow perch, we got bluegill, we got bullhead catfish, the occasional trout, and a couple other little sunfish. Right now, what's currently biting is yellow perch. And if we weren't eating hot dogs, we could be eating them yellow perch, that's for sure. And keep an eye on my bobber. I think I'm missing bites. Hard to say, there's a little bit of chop on the water. We got probably I'll calm down. Maybe a 15-mile-an-hour breeze. Missouri River sounds nice. Oh, yeah, there it is. Come on. Oh, he's running right at me, though. Oh, he spit it. Son of a bitch. Missed it. Looks like we're into some yellow perch. They're more spitters. If it would have been a bass, they're a little more aggressive. And we got a monster hook. I think we're running barbless tonight because we're just catch and release. We ended up throwing that thing about a mile. That's a little exaggeration, but the wind caught it. So, my personal best for what kind of fish? If we're talking like largemouth bass, nothing real big, maybe 3 pounds. If we're talking about for the backyard pond largemouth bass, about 2. Just happened, I think on a week ago's live. But if we're talking like biggest fish, you guys, all right, everybody always asks me this. Rusty, I'm sorry you've heard the story 100 times, but my biggest fish I ever caught was a 6.5 foot, maybe 7 foot white sturgeon. Absolute dinosaur of a fish, probably weighed about 120 pounds. And I was out fishing for salmon. Salmon is my normal fish. I fish on the Columbia River, which is the largest river in Washington State. And I was out looking for king salmon. And I just happened to get a bite, and I thought it was a salmon. And all of a sudden, the line starts peeling off. My drag starts screaming. And so I set the hook real hard, and I thought I had it snagged. I thought, I thought I hit a rock, or not a rock, but like a log or something drifting down the river. And then all of a sudden it takes off, and I still thought for the first 20 minutes, I'm reeling in, and it's not taking line, it's not running like a Chinook or like a king salmon would do. So I just thought I was snagged. I thought maybe it was a log. I was just dragging a log, is what I thought. And after about 30, 40 minutes, it comes up and it rolls on the top. And I didn't know what it was, right? I just knew it was a big old fish. And eventually got it up, dragged it onto the beach, and I couldn't keep it because mainly there was too many witnesses, and it was out of season. But that was the biggest fish I ever caught, a white sturgeon, close to 7 foot, maybe 120, 30 pounds. If you go through and you're ever bored checking out my channel or whatever, I think I showed a picture of it on, oh God, I can't remember. There's a picture of it out there. I didn't get it on film because I don't film every time I fish, to be honest. But I've gotten a lot of big fish. I go out and do a lot of salmon fishing. That's kind of my thing, Lately I've been focusing on largemouth and working the backyard pond, but I live so close to the ocean and the Columbia River. I spend a lot of time going out and getting salmon. And this season alone, I've already gotten 4. Got 2 silvers, which aren't that big, maybe 8 pounds. 8 pounds is a big fish, all right? And then I picked up a Chinook or a king salmon, and it was about 15, 12, 13, 15. I hate guesstimating. Man, I have not got a big cat in a long time. When I was a kid, we used to go over to Eastern Washington, which is like a different side of the mountains. I mean, whole different climate, right? You go over there, it's 100 degrees all the time. It's like a desert. This side of the mountains, real green, real lush, not really hot. Especially, you can see the fog rolling in now, starting to rain a little bit. But we used to go over there and get big old channels. When I was a kid, we'd go over and fish the Yakima or the Snake River. And we'd go and man, I've been itching to do that for a while. But I haven't. I'll get a little bullhead out the back once in a while. Just a little, I mean, they're bellied up, pound and a half. Excuse me, sorry, soda. And they're pretty good eating. But ain't nothing like them big old channels or those big old blues, you know? Oh, catfish are one of my favorite. I like all fish, you know what I mean? All right, the only fish I don't much care for is trout. And if we're talking like brook trout, like you're up in a little creek dropping a worm with a stick, and you're catching little brook trout of about 7 or 6 inches, or it's a big one, those are good eating. But if you're talking about like a rainbow trout that's been planted by like Fish and Game, they're not for me, man. I mean, okay, if they've been in the lake for like 2-3 months and they start eating real food, then they're pretty damn good. Bro, fair enough, right? Fair enough, all right? I was a pack of Newports, pack of Marbs for a decade, right? My doc says, hey, you gotta fucking quit that. So I'm like, all right, man. And if we're talking about better stuff, like my clothes don't smell bad anymore. I smell like strawberry cheesecake. You can hate on me if you want, but like, if we being honest, it's a far better life decision. It's 2026, man. Men can be a little bit softer. Nah, I hear you though. Like, if 20-year-old would have met me now, I would have beat me up. You know, I would have called. Figures. The rain starts coming in. Don't get me wrong, man. I don't want to do any of it. Like, I wish I didn't use nicotine or tobacco at all. But ooh, that's a big one. I don't know what it is. It ain't that big, but he's aggressive. You feel decent. Oh, you're good size. Yellow perch, a big yellow perch. I'm happy with that. I gotta, this guy's gut hooked. So I'm gonna have to take care of him, but I can't do it on the live. So I'm gonna be off camera for a second. Y'all know what I'm doing. Might have to put this guy on some ice. I'll be right back. I wasn't planning on a catch and cook. But with that being said, if he's gut hooked, he's gut hooked. So I'm gonna clean him out real quick. I'll be right back. Sorry, I wasn't really prepared for this. Give me 2 seconds. I'll get them all cleaned up. Hey, make sure I don't burn down the yard. You guys think I should grab a mellow while I'm in here? Do a little catfish? No, we're gonna stick with the yellow perch. That guy needs a buddy for sure. In the fridge you go. Wipe off my hands. That guy could have led a good little life. Instead, he wants to get ambitious and swallow my hook. That's all right. I mean, grab a couple more pieces of wood, get that fire cranked up. Hey, and just like that, we back. You know, my wife won't let me put a feeder, and the HOA won't let me put a feeder in my yard. So last summer I came out, hand fed them, just wild pond fish food. Then got it off of Amazon for a couple bucks. And really fattened them up. I mean, I was getting monster yellow perch. Dwarfed that guy. But he's a good size. He'll cook up. If I can get another one. Not trying to gut hook them like that. Mainly because I got a freezer full of like halibut, rockfish, and a couple salmon. And I can't afford to buy a new freezer. I could. Okay. It's not that I can't afford to buy a new freezer. It's just I'm at this age where I'm like, I already have a freezer for bait. I already have a freezer full of fish. And then we got a little freezer in the house for like French fries and crap, right? And all that being said, let's get rebaited and throw out there. We missing opportunities. Whoa. So we don't get like real heavy rain. It's like this weird mist. And it doesn't feel like it's just a big, thick, like marine layer that moves through. I call it like a sea mist. And that fire is feeling nice. I wish I had my little tent set up. But that's all right. Well, if it starts getting cold, we'll just build a bigger fire, right? I could do that, or I could just eat it. I mean, given the choice of like, I'll eat it. And if I don't eat it, I'll fry it for my dog. She loves fish. They're getting pretty aggressive though. I'm not overly watching my bobber. And those last 2 takedowns were enough to move the rod. We'll do a little better job at keeping an eye on her though. We got 2 fish down. Good times. Rusty, what are you going out after, bud? Problem with these short fireboxes is you don't get no burn time. Move back so you guys can see it. 2 fish down. I think we need another hot dog. I think that's what we need. Hunter, shout out to you, man. Hope you're having a great Saturday. We doing some fishing by the lake. We got a little wood stove going to keep the heat up, and vibes are flowing. They make dissolvable hooks, but like, I don't believe it. I mean, maybe. What I'm dying to do is, oh, just like that, we're on. Nah, we missed him. Maybe. No, he's still there. He don't feel big, though. Come here. Another one for the fridge. Nice, bellied up yellow perch. I hate to keep doing this to you guys, but Hunter, give me a second. I'll be right back. Rusty, I am stoked to hear you getting some time on the water, brother. I'm going to go clean this little perch out. Maybe I'll just get a bucket. And I guess we're into the perch. Perch number 3. Again, got hooked. I'm going to have to clean him up. Give me 2 seconds. We'll start working out something a little better. You know what? That guy wasn't hooked that bad. He's not bleeding. We got it out. I think he'll be fine. Back he goes. Awesome. He would have fried up good, especially paired up with his little brother, or bigger brother. But I think he'll go back, give it a chance to maybe grow up a little bit. Man, we got this little wood stove stocked. It is kicking out some serious heat now. It's drafting a little crazy. I don't know, man. Am I ever going to get that hot dog or not? Thanks, Trolling Walleye, man. Good to see you. I don't think I've seen you around. We're just doing a little bit of perch fishing. We got 4 down. Roasted a hot dog. Little camp stove going. Located here in the Pacific Northwest. Little cloudy, little rainy, whole lot of windy. But, Alan, one question at a time. I'm located in Washington State, Pacific Northwest, right next to the Pacific Ocean. It's about a mile that way. The backyard pond is about 8 acres, fed by a larger stream up north. Where the fish come from, I think they're all native. We got yellow perch. They did stock it with trout back in the 90s, but it hasn't been stocked since. Largemouth. The thing is, where I live, it's pretty low, so this connects to a larger lake that way. Hits about 8 or 9 ponds. I mean, all right, so in like it's a 3-mile radius. There's probably 20, 30 ponds. And when it rains heavily, everything is connected. So all these fish are moving around like a highway. With that being said, let's go catch one. Worm, bobber. You know, something just turned over right there. It looks like a little pond, but this was dredged out to help with the overflow. So right off the bank here is probably about 13 feet. Over there is about 23 feet. So we got some pretty good depth. And to be honest, they can't be running from the larger lake at the moment because there is a massive beaver dam blocking up the whole canal. Cashew mix and vanilla bean yogurt. That's a little suspect, bro. I'm just saying. Says the guy who hits a watermelon flavored vape. Oh, it's not even. One roast at a time. Just like that, we on. Here, fishy, fishy, fishy. Ah, we multi-species. Hello, Mr. Bluegill. Little bluegill action? Hi, buddy. Good to see you. He ain't too big, but as in the world of bluegill go, he ain't bad though. Ugh. Nice. Oh, he wanted to say hi. Hey, chill. We'll get you back. Nice little bluegill. I mean, he ain't nothing to write home about, but he'd fry up pretty good. A little multi-species action. All right, what's that put us at? 4 perch and a bluegill? Yeah, no, this was the morale boost I needed today. I'm just getting a little tired of the Pacific Northwest weather. But we come out here, we start cooking hot dogs. We got the fire going. We got 3 perch, 4 perch, 4 perch and a bluegill in an hour. Come on, life don't get much better than this, right? Hell, the stove's starting to throw off some heat. Probably about 65 degrees where I'm sitting. And I mean, I might as well be in the Bahamas. I'm gonna hope the fishing bite slows down a little. I'm itching to have another hot dog. But, bite is on. A little bit here, we'll switch over to do some top water. Food does make me happy as well, Al. I did hook set that one right. I was paying attention to him. And a lot of times those bluegill aren't as aggressive as those perch. Those perch will come up and just murder it. Those yellow perch are every bit as aggressive as a bass. And those bluegill kind of give you a little more time to play with it. We'll try something a little different. Got this little metal steak, and you're like, how are you gonna hold that metal steak? And the answer is, I don't know yet. I think we're gonna, well, let that catch on fire, right? We're gonna run it through the middle. Something like that. A little rotisserie. And you're like, Unc, you're gonna burn the shit out of your hand. And my thought is like, why do I need fingertips anyways? Look at that redneck engineering. Bohemian ladies. I mean, so we got some wood. We got a little metal steak, and we got a little weenie roasting. And you know what, that little metal steak, I don't know what it is. I mean, it's some kind of tent steak. But weenie's roasting, we got a line out. I mean, morale is high. Morale is good. You know, something about fire just automatically makes you feel better. Something primal, right? That's all right, man. But we ain't paying attention. We're underwater. That's how we get swallowed. Man, we cannot keep. I just want to eat a damn hot dog. That's what I want. I want another hot dog. We're getting bites though. We take our eyes off our bobber for like 2 seconds. And we miss. That's all right. Let's see. We still got bait on there. Oh, throw that back out there. They seem to be running pretty deep today. I can hear that hot dog sizzling. I can smell it. Juices sizzling, hot dog smoking. Oh, we on? We're on. Instant. I mean, as soon as I hit the water, he running right at us. What do we got? Oh, another bluegill. No, I lied. Yeah, another bluegill. Ta-da! So what is that? Fish number 6? We got 4 perch and 2 bluegill. Well, this one ain't very big, but he's a bluegill nonetheless. Back you go, little fella. Joe King, good to see you, brother. We got a little weenie roast on the camp stove. We catching fish instantly. And I mean, 6 perch down, 2 bluegill. As soon as I cast out, I can't even have time to enjoy my quality meal because we catching a bunch, man. Yeah, see, that's the problem with hot dogs, right? Burn the hell out of one side, and then the other side is raw. And you're like, what the hell's happening here? But that's just the nature of hot dogs. I'm reluctant to throw out because as soon as I throw out, I'm getting crushed. But, hard not to if you're catching fish. All right, that's what I thought was going to happen. My wood for my weenie roast caught on fire, but I mean, beautifully cooked, smoky hot dog. Again, it just tastes like fucking happiness. Give me a second after we refuel. We're already baited up. Let's start out there. Let's catch a fish while eating. Oof, these hot wings are spicy. Like, we're on. We must be just in a big old pile of them. We missed it. My mom would be so disappointed talking with a mouthful of food. But we got a couple little bites. We're just trying to keep an eye on it. Hopefully, we'll hook up. In a minute, we'll switch over. You know, Rusty, give me a call or give me an email, and I'll give you some tips, man. If you want to start a channel, I can tell you what to avoid, what not to avoid. Just send me an email. I'll email you back, or give me a call sometime. We'll talk it over. I'll tell you what I've learned. I don't know nothing about running a successful YouTube channel, man. I just kind of do this because I love doing it. Yeah, you know, just, there you go. If you got a decent phone, you can do it. But, you know, it's little things, right? Like, if you got a phone, buy some cheap mics, right? The mics aren't expensive, but it just enhances it, right? So if you're going to do it, I mean, do it the best you can. You don't need like a $2,000 camera or something. But, you know, good audio. People seem to be pretty locked in on good audio. Nobody wants to sit through a windswept, and it's not as rewarding as you would think. I'll be honest with you. Yeah, just shoot me an email. Yeah, we got robbed. What do you think? One more worm and then we'll switch over and do some top water action? That stove is throwing off some serious heat now. I like it. Feels good. Feels good on my old man bones. It really is. You know, I don't have any you know, I just try to make content I'd want to watch, right? And or I'll watch my own stuff and try to do it better. But what I don't like is the whole new vibe of YouTube, right? Like, I remember when like YouTube was a dude with his phone doing cool stuff. Oh, we're on. Why aren't we? We're just doing cool stuff, you know? And now it seems like YouTube is like over polished. Everybody wants to be Mr. Beast. They have massive production crews. And it's hard to find hey, Wise Man, thanks for swinging through. Good to see you. All right, I think we're going to watch our bobber. And we're going to get those hook sets instead of letting them just swallow it. Sorry, I'm trying to read chat and watch a bobber at the same time. Like I said, once, give them 10, 15 minutes and we're on. We're water skiing in, but we're on. Oh, no, don't. Yeah, we just found a big old pocket of bluegill. That's what we got. And I say big old, but they're tiny. Smallest fish of the day, but a fish nonetheless. Back you go, little fella. You know, Rusty, all you can do is try, man. You know, like, it'll happen. It won't happen as fast as it's a slow process. You know what I'm saying? Might be a year, might be 2 years before you do anything. You know? But occasionally you find someone cool and then you're kind of just making content for them. Dean, thank you. This is my backyard pond. We are catching fish like crazy. We got our little wood stove going because it's a little chilly here in the Pacific Northwest. Might get up in a minute. We got a top water. We got a bait caster, Abu Garcia. And this little popper has been raking in the big ones lately. Right now we already got, I think, 4 perch and 3 bluegill. So we're trying to even them out a little bit. Wesley, hi. Shout out to you, man. Hope you're having a great Saturday or Sunday or Tuesday or whatever day it is. I just hope you're all having a great day. Thanks for kicking it with me. We missing, well, not missing it. They're toying with it. My worm's not on there very good. And they're tugging at it. Ooh. Missed that hook set. Let's throw it back out there. Got those 2 hot dogs in me and I'm feeling pretty good. Morale's high. Not freezing. That little stove's kicked up quite a bit of heat. But we got a half a worm trying to make an escape for it. We're gonna get rebaited. We're gonna throw it out there. Yeah, Rusty, man, if you want to talk about your knowledge of 1970s women's foot apparel, I think there is a niche out there for it. And I'm just kidding you. I'm just giving you a hard time, bud. You know, it. Not to sound like an inspirational poster, but you miss 100% of shots you don't take, you know? You're gonna catch more fish throwing a line out than you are sitting on the couch. So if it's something you love doing and you genuinely love doing it, do it, man, you know? And like I said, occasionally, you'll run into a couple people and you'll build yourself a little community and to be honest with you, that's my favorite part of YouTube. You know, here I am in a guy in a trailer park in the middle of nowhere, catching perch in his backyard. And I'm chatting with people all across the world who are all interested in the same thing, you know? And I think that's really neat. We own. What do we own? 4-4, evening out the score. Tiny little bluegill. But he was hungry. Back you go, little fella. All right. What do you think? What time is it? Yeah, that's Papa W. Richard Winchard. Sorry if I'm butchering that screen name, but yeah, we're I think we're 4 perch down, 4 bluegill. In a minute here, I'll start throwing that top water popper, see if we can't round it out with some largies. But it's hard to, a little turtle. Huh. I mean, I'd like to get out of those little bluegill. I'd like to get into a big old perch. I got one in the fridge, but I need another one. One perch isn't enough. And we already got a worm on there. But I mean, we could We'll be catching them with the stick today. Tink, tink. Hey, shout out to you, man. Welcome to my backyard. Doing a little fishing. Doing a little fire. Saturday summertime vibes. And you can tell it's summertime on the Washington State. Ooh, that one's a little bit long. I don't want to do that. Coast, because I only have one sweater on. And a small fire to keep me warm. If that doesn't say Washington State coast, I don't know what does. I'm trying to clean up some of this cardboard. I got this one damn butterfly bush, and well, we cranking now. That wood stove's really rocking. Hey, Baba, that's good to see you. I don't know if I've seen you around the channel, but you're in southern Indiana. What do you fish for? Oh, missed him. I appreciate those little emojis, guys. We're on. Where are you going? Man, we are just in a pool of these guys. Nice little slab. Let's get it. Carl Ports, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, man, we are in a school of bluegill today, to be honest with you. I mean, doesn't feel like we can miss. We were hitting some pretty good yellow perch earlier. And I'd sure like to get back into those. But, little bluegill, number 5. Back he goes. And I'm not too good to eat bluegill. I definitely eat my fair share. My wife's gonna be like, why are you wiping fish guts on your jeans? And I'll be like, oh, I'm about that life, honey. What the fuck, I had a rag. There it is. Love the ultralight fish. I love all fish, bro. You know, I'm real lucky. This is my backyard pond. It's 8 acres, 10 if it rains. Connects into a larger body of water up north and an even bigger body down south. We got bluegill, we got bullhead catfish, the occasional trout, and lots and lots of yellow perch. I live in the Pacific Northwest, right on the Washington State coast. And it rains a lot. There's sparkly vampires about 4 hours north of where I'm at. I haven't seen the sunshine in probably... Oh, that's not true. Feels like forever. a lot of rain. Nice here in the Rockies. Part of the Rockies. Are we talking like California, Utah vibes? I grew up in the mountains, not the Rockies, but the Cascades. It's like a mini version of the Rockies. And I moved out here to the coast. And no complaints, to be honest. It was affordable when I chose to move out here. And I like it. Like I said, the only problem, I do miss like fast food occasionally, and a store that stays open later than 9 o'clock. We'll catch one more, then we'll move over. We'll start throwing that top water around. I'm looking forward to, I haven't been... You've never seen a yellow perch? You could rewind or you could wait. I have a good feeling that we will get a pretty good yellow perch. And they're good eating too. Yellow perch over bass, yellow perch over trout. The only thing in the backyard pond, flavor-wise, that I'll even take a yellow perch over bluegill. If we're going order of things I want to eat, it's either going to be bullhead catfish, yellow perch, bluegill, trout, and then bass at the bottom. But yellow perch it's flaky. It's not... It's good. It depends on what they've been eating. But if you get a natural wild perch, yeah, that's what I've been hearing. Everybody in the rest of the country is saying we're on a heat wave. This El Nino is cooking me. 100 degrees, 90 degrees. And I haven't had a day above 65 this whole summer. Peace Silly Cubes. Hey, shout out to you, man. Welcome to the backyard pond. We ripping lips, we talking stories, we got a little campfire going. We're just having a good old Saturday afternoon. Saturday night vibes for sure. We might need a little bit more wood in a minute though. Oh, we're on. Oh man. Trying to walk and chew gum. We missing bites. We're trying to get a yellow perch for, I didn't make fun of you yet, so I don't remember your name. But, trying to catch you a yellow perch because you ain't never seen one. Give me a second. It won't be too long though. We top loading. I'm I'm thinking about heading out of town. The problem is it's salmon season. That's awesome, man. That's a pretty steep hill. Definitely. Sorry, y'all. I'm talking to the little neighbor kid across the lake. He's a cool dude, wild child. I see him out kayaking and riding his little dirt bike, completely unsupervised, because his dad's high on meth. It's slow, man. I got a bunch on just a worm. You get some worms, you can get some perch. Yeah, bass has been a little slow. He a good kid though. He a wild child. Parents are kind of rough, but overall cool little kid, man. You know, grass is always type greener. I wish it was a little warmer, but I mean, we got the campfire going. We doing all right. I think it's about time for some top water though. We stuffed that. We're gonna close the top off there. Oh, that little stove has been a hoot, man. I got this massive inflatable tent for camping. A lot of times I go out on a 3-4 day camping trip and it rains, so I get stuck in my tent quite a bit. And it don't get real cold where I'm at, but it do get real wet. And a lot of times I'm stuck in the tent for 2-3 days, you know? So I bought a big one, a big inflatable. And thought to myself, I'm like, well, you know, I got a little Mr. Buddy heater. And to be honest with you, the Mr. Buddy heater works a lot better. But that wood stove dries out the tent in a way that Mr. Buddy just can't. It just adds a real different aspect to it. And it gives me something to do. You're stuck in the tent for 3 days. If you have the ability to light a fire, it just helps, keeps the moisture down, does quite a bit of stuff. And I can cook on it, you know, which is great. All right, let's switch it up. Well, move you guys up a little. We're gonna do a little top water action. We collecting fishing rods like they're going out of style, making a mess. Clean up the trash here. For this, Got our bait caster, Garcia Black Max. And this is what the giant's been hitting lately. This is a little Rapala. Oh, my mic's over here. Got a little rattle on it. It's just a popper. We'll throw it out. Evening's coming about. Sun's going down. Stove's throwing out some heat. Let's see if we can't get a largemouth. I think we're, as far as body count goes, got 4 or 5 perch and 4 or 5 bluegill, so pretty good day. It happens every time I tie on a brand name lure. I get it hooked in the trees, the bushes, something. It's a proven fact. The more a lure costs, the higher odds of it breaking off on your third throw is likely to happen. Hey, Beast Vids, little bro, good to see you, man. What you been up to? Yeah. We're gonna put the open top on that thing. We're gonna let it cook. Still just trying to get this reel dialed in. Every time you change your lure, adjust the brakes a little. Throwing into the wind, which isn't ideal. Damn, can we not do that again? We snagged the tripod, tried to throw you guys into the lake. I don't think top water is gonna be. Are just going to sit our asses in a chair, watch the fire cook, and just go for some bobber worm action. I think that's more of our vibe tonight. We made about 8 casts with that top water and didn't work out. I bet you did, Pop. I bet you did. Yeah, man, we're going to switch it up. We're going to sit our asses in a chair. We're going to watch the fire. We're going to watch that bobber. And we're just going to put bodies on the bank, man. That's what we're going to do. It's one thing to lose a $30 popper. It's a whole different thing when you're losing a little bigger of a purchase like a phone, you know. Let's get you all settled down. We'll get you a view on the fire. Fire's cooking. Get that bobber out there. Wind's kicking up. So you guys got to get on a little a weight gain program. There you go. We all cozied up by the fire. Who got? You know, I do got some marshmallows. Let's get a warm out there. You know, we about an hour from sunset, but Hunter, shout out to you. We got little baby night crawlers. Man, I went into my local Chevron and I went to buy a thing of worms, you know, at the gas station. And I get back home and I open them up and they're all dead. Every single one of them. And I wasn't too happy about it, so I dropped back to the Chevron, which ain't close. It's not just right up the road. It's a 20, 30 mile. Hey, Munchie, man. I hope you have a good night too, bro. I hope you're chilling, man. Enjoying the weekend. So, like I said, I was at this gas station, and I go to just swap out the worms, you know, and I go, and I'm pulling them out the cooler, and they're all dead. Every single container of worms that I'm pulling, they're dead. All of them. They're just a bunch of dead worms. I go through, open up 15 or 20 of them, and I just stack them on top of the cooler. Right? And they're not in a special bait cooler or nothing. They're just in a like an old Pepsi container. And I just start stacking them up. I'm not gonna put them back. And the guy says, what are you doing? I said, all your worms are dead, man. You can't fucking sell these. And he said, oh, okay. And he's like, you want a refund? And I'm being racist, but the guy has an accent. We'll put it that way. And I said, yeah, man. No, I don't really want a refund. I just want some worms, you know? And so I couldn't find any. There was 20, we're getting bites, but out of all these containers of worms, they were all dead. And couldn't find a single live one. And as soon as I'm walking out the door, I'm sitting in the truck, you know, drinking an energy drink, scratching a scratch ticket, whatever I'm doing. And I see this guy, and he's putting them back. And I'm like, okay, well, he's going to put a sign up, right? He's going to put them all back because he doesn't want to leave them sitting out in the store. And he's just going to put a sign up, you know, don't buy. So I'm just sitting in the truck, and he doesn't put a sign up. 10 minutes goes by, 20 minutes goes by, no sign. So I go back into the store, and I'm like, what are you doing, man? Somebody's going to come in here, buy these worms, and drive home, and they're going to be dead, you know? And he told me, oh, I'm going to put a sign up, blah, blah, blah. But he wasn't. He was a goddamn liar. And so eventually I just stayed there and made him put a sign up so he'd stop selling all this damn dead bait. It's just shady shit like that, man. Drives me nuts, you know? Look, I realize it sucks. You bought a bunch of dead worms or your worms died or whatever. But that doesn't mean you get to fucking sell them to me. Fishing with Ferg, brother. What is going on? We are lakeside on a typical Pacific Northwest day. You know what I did for the longest time? They're, good night munchies. Man, I started my own worm farm. I bought 2 pounds of European night crawlers. Did my own worm farm, man. I had this little plastic container, and I can't find worms where I live. I can't go flip a rock and dig them because it's real sandy. It's like my soil doesn't really do great on supporting worms because it's sand and we're right next to the beach. So I started growing my own. And these things would compost. They'd eat like 8 pounds of kitchen scraps per week. And I mean, it was a big investment. I think it was like $25 a pound. But by the end of the summer, I had, 30, 40 pounds. I was using them all summer long, not spending a dime. The only problem is it froze, and they can't handle a hard freeze. So I ended up losing them. We missing bites. We got the neighbor kid out here though. You guys want to see it? It's kind of weird looking. Where'd it go? Hey. Oh, there it is. Share a lot. Well, I don't share the lot. We each own our own individual lot, but got a neighbor pretty close, and we just kind of share the yard. Her dog comes over here. My dog goes over there. She's really cool. Like a older hippie lady. Really enjoys the Lord's lettuce. Probably did like a bunch of activism work in the 60s. Back when liberals were still cool, when they were like protesting for important things like women's rights and like real shit, you know? Not saying that. Ah, damn. Yo, we broke our tripod. We got a fish on though. Hold on, you guys gotta look at the sky. If things can go wrong, they do, right? Sorry about that. Give me a second. We'll figure something out. One broken tripod. Dude, fishing with Ferg, man. Are we talking like skateboarding? We talking about like, I guess I'm just gonna have to hold you bastards. Man, maybe we'll like, I don't want to walk up and get a new tripod at the moment. Everything gets brittle. That's the problem. You know what? This has been fun. Ferg, good to see you. Shout out to everybody. If you're new here, we do live fishing from the backyard pond. Sorry I can't hang out a little longer. Gotta go fix my tripod. But hope everybody has a great weekend. Go outside. It's good for your soul. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.